Welcome back to episode number 8 of CDNBatBros, the bat review channel, north side of the border. Today, I'm joined, as always, with my co-host,
Warren, aka OTH Softball.
And in episode number 8, we are swinging another 2026 bat, one that was requested in our episode number 5 comments. So we're happy to present. Today, we will be swinging the
2026 Louisville Jenny Love the Moment. This is a 13-inch barrel, half-ounce end load, 2-piece.
And as always, shout out to our sponsors, Team Gear Canada and Slow Pitch Central for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to stick to the end of the video where we will be doing our giveaway draw for the Balanced Tantrum that was aired in episode number 5. So stick tuned to the end of the video to see who the winner is and reach out to us if you win. Cut to the swings. $300. $305. Today we have the 2-piece Louisville Genesis Autism Love the Moment bat. First impressions, paint-wise, phenomenal. I love the attention to detail. I think I've mentioned this in all of the other reviews. I love when the bat manufacturers put in some care and thought to what they're doing. The pyramid, we don't have it on, but the pyramid was the same as the handle or as the knob, which was yellow, which was really great. 13-inch barrel, 2-piece, half-ounce end load. We'll see. I'm curious to see how this is a 2026 2-piece. We've done a 2026 1-piece, so I'm curious to see how the 2026 2-piece goes now. Oh God, I'm struggling again. Oh no, I struggle. Oh no! Oh, hold on. No, I see the seam now. I see the seam now. The seam now, there we go. I like to do it this way, so it's like you're unwrapping a present. I get Christmas every week now. Oh, okay, maybe I should have done that. All right, matte finish on the bat, which is nice. Wilson Sports Goods is proud to support Autism Speaks and will donate 10% of the purchase price of all the Love the Moment products to Autism Speaks with a minimum donation of $150,000 each year. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And then there's a little bit of a autism awareness hotline there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, like the finish, like the paint job. Let's see how it does.
I don't know, whatever.
It feels nice off the barrel, like it's hard off the barrel, so it feels like it's coming out hot, but I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm not warmed up, but it feels like it's hard coming off the bat. Like it feels like that OG Ironman that I swung last week. It feels like the barrel's hard, so.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I guess if you like the hard feeling, then it's good.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let's go to the timeout.
Hey. First impression is just a short round off the tee there. Felt pretty good. It was very hard off the barrel, so if you like that hard feeling off the barrel, it's a lot better than some of the other bats that I'd say feeling-wise. Exit velo-wise, it was pretty decent. I don't think that it's going to be too far off from what the 2025 2-piece Jennies were, but in terms of pop, comparing my normal velos, especially first swings off of the tee first thing in the morning, it was performing maybe like 1 or 2 miles per hour better than that. So overall, so far, pretty solid.
Jenny, love the moment. I don't know if I have it today, Ryan. I'm still so sore. All right, here we go.
Oh yes, Gabe. Oh God. Oh, I think we got it on camera too.
I'm trying to pull up. Oh, I tried to hit it.
How does it feel? It feels all right, actually. Definitely feels better than the KK. I don't know what to compare it to. I actually like the feeling of swinging this more than the Brady that I have. Because the Brady feels weird, the Endload feels like it's here. All right, first impressions. One, I love the paint job. Appreciated it sports autism awareness. Feel off the bat, feels so much better than the KK. I think it's a function of that being a two-piece. But just in terms of like barrel responsiveness, I could tell when I miss a sweet spot. Off the barrel, it feels pretty crisp, so I do like the feeling. Still don't love the Jenny sound, but as far as Jennies go, I like this better than most.
First of all, I love the paint job. First of all, I love the paint job. Look good, swing good. I would definitely rock this bat in my bag, even if I'm not going to swing it. In terms of weighting, it feels a little heavier than a 26 half-ounce Endload, which is right in my wheel bag. Over the KK, the other Jennies, I prefer this. I think this is, for me, like a B+ tier bat. I don't think I'd game it, but it's definitely a bat worth having.
Louisville, two-piece, autism, love the moment. Throw me some cookies. Well, pretty good. Barrel was already opening up halfway through that round, so pretty solid. Good pop off the bat. Good feedback too. You really knew where you hit it on the barrel, so that was good. Sound was getting a little bit better too, as I mentioned, as the barrel was opening up a little bit. So overall, pretty solid. Pretty happy with the results. Pretty happy with the bat. If this was my specs, I'd definitely swing this.
It's good, felt better live pitching. The sound definitely changed now that we're about 50 swings in now, I think. Yeah, it felt still as responsive as it was in the T round. Again, like this way better than the KK. I think two-piece Jennies are more my thing than one-piece. So.
Oh yeah. I really like this bat for live swinging. It really felt like I could command what I wanted to do. If I wanted to elevate, I felt like I had some decent control. If I wanted to keep it flat, typically this isn't my specs, but compared to the KK and a lot of the bats, this is up there for straight out of the wrapper. I would recommend this for sure.
We are back after the swings. Warren, take us through your overall feel of the bat.
Overall, it actually felt really responsive. I really enjoyed this feel as a two-piece bat way more than the KK being the one-piece. For feel-wise, I think I have to give it an A.
I agree. I think for the overall feel, it felt very responsive off the barrel. You knew where you got it. You knew when you got the sweet spot. So for overall feel, I'm going to give it an A as well. Next, Warren, what would you give it for weighting?
For weighting, I'm a bit conflicted because this is a half-ounce Endload, and the main thing I can compare it to is a KK from a few weeks ago, which was 26.5 1-ounce Endload. To me, swing weight, they felt very similar. I did enjoy the weighting, but in terms of accuracy of weighting, it felt a bit heavy for the half-ounce Endload and a 26, so I'm going to give it a B+ for weighting.
For weighting, I'm going to give it an A. I actually thought that it was pretty true to weighting considering the other 13-inch bats with a half-ounce Endload that we have swung in the past. I think that it was pretty true to that. I did like the overall feel of how this bat weighted as well in terms of the Louisville half-ounce Endload bats. I felt that it felt pretty good and it felt pretty true to what the specs were. Next, what would you give it for pop off the bat?
For pop off the bat, I think it was pretty middle of the road. It didn't wow me with the numbers that I got in terms of exit velo, both off the tee and with the live pitching. For pop, I'm going to give it a B.
For pop, I'm going to give it a B+. I think that if you like a hard feeling of the ball off the bat, this is definitely something that you want to look into and check out. I think that it was just slightly above average, and for that reason, I'm going to give it a B+. I think that it definitely has a lot of pop in there, and as soon as the compression continues to drop, it will get even better and even better. But for out of the wrapper, based off of the feel off of that barrel and then the exit velos, they weren't at the top, but they definitely were pretty consistent. I'd say upper 55 to 75% for myself. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a B+. Next, what will you give it for aesthetics?
Aesthetics, I really like the paint job, nice and bright and colorful. Love the fact that it's for autism awareness also, which is part of the paint job. I think I'm gonna give it an S for looks.
For aesthetics, I'm going to give it an A+. It's definitely solid for the color scheme, the design, the intricate details that you see in the barrel, different designs all the way through the barrel. So a little bit different here, a little bit at the bottom as well. End cap, you see, you have the love the moment as well. And then something that was a little bit unique too is on the handle or the knob, it is a different color, which matches into the color scheme of the barrel. We took off the pyramid, but the pyramid is the same color as the knob. So all of those things combined, really, really good job. So A+ there. They could have, I don't want to say cheap out, but they definitely could have gone other routes to kind of simplify it and just get it out and push the bat out. But they paid a lot of attention to detail in this one, and for that reason is definitely going to get an A+. Warren, what would you give it for sound off the bat?
I actually thought the sound was phenomenal, especially in contrast to the KK we swung before. Won't talk about that sound. It was loud. It was like intimidating, if you can consider that, if you're on at the plate and taking swings. I'm going to give it an A+ for sound.
For sound, I'm going to give it a B+. I still think that, and I think most people will resonate with this, is the Jennies take a little bit of time for them to open up, not only in the barrel, but the sound as well. We did get a few times in the cage where you got that nice crack sound off the bat, and it wasn't every single time, but it was definitely slowly coming more and more often. So I think that as you open up the barrel, it'll slowly, like I said, get to that point where the sound is a lot better off the bat. But for now, that's the rating that I'm gonna give it, but definitely better than some of the other sounds that we've had on other bats.
Yeah. Out of the wrapper, it sounded pretty bad, but I think at about 30 swings, it started to change. And by the end, about 60, 70 where we ended, it sounded really good.
Last, Warren, what is your overall rating for the bat?
Overall, I really enjoyed swinging this. Again, with the paint job, with the sound, with the swing weight while I was swinging it. The only thing is it didn't perform out of this world, but I think it's a really solid bat, something that if I enjoyed these specs, I would definitely be picking up. I'm going to give it an B+ overall.
For overall, I'll be giving it a B+ as well. I think that the pop was decent. The look of the bat is amazing. The feel of the bat was pretty smooth, pretty true to specs. And so if I was a 13-inch barrel, half-ounce endload guy, definitely going to be looking this as one of my bats that I'm picking up, potentially a gamer for the year.
We are swinging the Louisville Genesis 2026 Love the Moment 13-inch 2-piece Endload. Half-ounce Endload.
Say it again.
Today we're swinging the 2026 Louisville Genesis Love the Moment Jenny. Fuck, why do I suck at this? It's Louisville Jenny Love the Moment. Okay, I got it.
Maybe going closer. Yeah.
Wait, hold on,
Yeah, there you go.
Is that it?
Yeah.